Have you ever looked up at the sky and wondered what keeps your feet on the ground? For centuries, we've been told it's gravity. First, Newton called it a force pulling things together. Then, Einstein imagined it as the bending of space and time. But what if both were just seeing the shadow of something much, much deeper? What if I told you that gravity, as we know it, doesn't actually exist? This is the core idea of a radical new concept, the Boco dual gravity framework, or BT. It proposes that what we call gravity is actually the effect of something called the energy unity principle. Stick with me, because this will change the way you see everything, from a falling apple to the planet itself. The BDG theory asks us to stop thinking of the universe as a collection of dead rocks floating in empty space. Instead, imagine it as a hierarchy of living, energetic organisms. A planet, like our Earth, isn't just a giant ball of dirt and water. It's a highly organized energy body, almost like a massive, living cell. It has its own internal dynamics, its own protective boundary, and a powerful drive to maintain its own integrity. In this view, we aren't just objects sitting on the surface of the Earth. We are part of the Earth. Our bodies are made from the same atoms, the same energetic building blocks as the rocks, the oceans, and the air. We are literally children of the Earth, existing within its energetic field, what the theory calls its unity zone. So, why don't we float off into space? It's not because some mysterious force is constantly pulling us down. It's because we belong here. The BDG theory says that every cosmic organism, from a planet to a star, works to preserve the unity of its internal energy field. What looks like attraction is just the natural tendency of all its parts to remain together, to stay within this field of belonging. This is the energy unity principle in a nutshell. It's composed of a few key ideas. First, there's an internal quantum medium, the unique energy field that makes up the organism. Then, there's the rotational cohesion pattern, the balance of forces created by the planet's spin and orbit, which acts like a dynamic skeleton. And finally, there's the unity envelope, the planet's boundary, like its magnetic field and atmosphere, which functions like a cell membrane, protecting what's inside. Within this framework, things don't get pulled down. They simply settle into their most stable, natural position within the organism's energy field. Think of it like a drop of oil in water. It doesn't need to be pulled to join with other oil drops. It naturally coheres with what it's made of. Stability comes from the inside out, not from an external force. So, does gravity exist or not? This is where the BDG theory gets really elegant. It introduces the concept of organismic pull. This isn't a new force. It's simply what we feel and experience as a result of the energy unity principle. The Earth isn't pulling on you like a stranger. It's holding on to you because you are already a part of it. It refuses to let go of what belongs to it. From our perspective, standing on the ground, it feels like a pull. We call it gravity. So, in that sense, gravity exists as our local experience, but as a fundamental, external force of the universe. In Tatsen gravity does not exist. It is just a name we gave to the visible effect of a much deeper law. The law of belonging. Let's think about a falling stone. Traditional physics talks about mass and acceleration. BDG offers a different picture. Imagine the space around the Earth as an energy basin. When you lift a stone, you're moving it to a less stable, higher energy position within this basin, you're creating a tiny disturbance in the planet's unity. When you let it go, the stone doesn't fall. It relaxes back into the system. It descends into the unity basin, moving toward a place of higher belonging and lower tension. The acceleration we measure is simply the speed at which the system restores its own internal harmony. But what about meteors? They're not from Earth. They're foreign objects. If this theory is all about belonging, why do they fall to Earth? This is one of the most interesting parts of the BDG model. A meteor enters Earth's unity zone with a completely different energetic signature. It doesn't belong. It's like a foreign body entering a living organism. And what does an organism do with a foreign body? It processes it. The intense heat the burning, the breaking apart of a meteor as it streaks through our atmosphere. This isn't just friction. According to BDG, this is the Earth organism actively transforming the intruder. It's breaking it down, melting it, vaporizing it, until its chemical and energetic structure becomes compatible with Earth's own field. Essentially, the meteor is being forced to get an energetic passport to be allowed entry. The parts that become compatible are then integrated into the Earth, becoming new soil, new minerals. The parts that can't be integrated are rejected or destroyed. So what we call the gravitational acceleration of a meteor is in this new language. The process of forced integration into the planetary body. Now, this all sounds like a fascinating philosophy, but is it science? Can it be tested? BDG proposes a clear experiment. It's called energetic resonance mismatch, or E. The hypothesis is simple. If this theory is correct, then samples of foreign matter, like meteorites or moon rocks, should have a measurable energetic signature that is different from Earth-native rocks, even if their chemical makeup is identical. And as these foreign materials are processed by heating them or exposing them to Earth's environment, over time that mismatch should decrease. They should gradually start to resonate more like Earth rocks. If scientists can measure this effect, it would provide powerful evidence for the BDG framework. This theory doesn't aim to throw away Newton and Einstein. Their equations are incredibly accurate for predicting how things move, from satellites to galaxies. GPS wouldn't work without them. BDG suggests that these classic theories are mathematically correct, but they describe the what without explaining the deeper why. They provide the blueprint for the movements we see, but BDG offers an explanation for the nature of the house itself. It's a reinterpretation of reality, not a denial of our measurements. The ultimate vision of the BDG theory is a complete shift in our cosmology. It asks us to see the universe not as a cold, dead machine, but as a living, breathing system of nested organisms. Planets, stars, and galaxies are all different scales of organized life. Gravity is the name we give to the feeling of belonging within one of these organisms. And we, as humans, are not strangers living on a random rock. We are an integral expression of our home planet's life. So the next time you feel the solid ground beneath your feet, remember this idea. You're not being held down by an invisible chain. You are simply at home, embraced by the energetic organism you are a part of. The universe might not be what we thought it was. It might be something far more alive, far more connected, and far more incredible. Thanks for watching. If this idea blew your mind, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let's get this conversation started. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.